Hey guys, welcome back once again. In this video, I am gonna to show you how to use quick filter in EasyGrid. As you can see on your screen, I have a simple EasyGrid table with some student information. And at the top of the table, I have a search bar. Okay, so here if you type something, it is gonna to give you the result based on the searching. Okay, so here you can search with any of the fields. So suppose I want to search with the date of birth, year. So here you can see I got this 2 record because this is matching. Okay, so if I type here 2, I will get all the record which contains 2 here. And here we have implemented quick filter of EasyGrid. Okay, so in this video we will see how to design this search filter and implement the quick filter to our application. Let's jump to the VS Code. So here you can see I am in VS Code, and let's go to the app.js. And as you can see here, I am rendering a simple EasyGrid table. Okay, and here at the top I have the onGridReady function. I am getting the API and setting to the state. And here at the top I have this data, and here I have column definition. Okay, so let me show you how it's look like here. So this is how it is looking right now. So here we need to implement our quick search. So for that we need a text box. Okay, so let's design a text box here. Here let's call it as input. Okay, and give here type equal to search. Okay, now save it and come back here. So now you can see we have a text box here. Okay, so let's add a placeholder so we can see there some text. So placeholder, and here search something. Okay, now save it. So here we will be getting this placeholder as you can see here, and the type is search I have defined. So if I write here something, you can see I will get this cancel. So on click of this it will get cleared. So now here we need to implement our filter. So let's do that first, and after that we will give a styling. Let's handle the onChange event. So onChange. Okay, and here let's call a function, call it as onFilterTextChange. Okay, so this function doesn't exist. So let's create this function here. So const, okay, and this function is gonna to give me the entered value. So I can say here event. Okay, so now here what I will do is I will print the value. So let's write here console.log and do event.target.value. Now save it, and let's come back here and do right click, go to the inspect, and here select console. Now let's clear this and type here something. So you can see I got this value here. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to pass this value to the function. Okay, so we have one function set quick filter, and that function is gonna to come from grid API. Okay, so here you can see already we have state this grid API, and we are setting here on grid ready. Okay, so let's use this function here. So grid API dot, and what is the function here we are gonna to use? Set quick filter. Okay, so set quick filter. Okay, and now this is gonna to take your text what you are typing. So I can type here e.target.value. Now save it, and let's come back here. Okay, and now let's type here something. So you can see the row got filtered. Okay, so if I remove here, you can see it has been gone. Now let me type here 196. So you can see I am getting this. Okay, so now here our search bar means quick filter is working fine. Okay, so for this what we have done is we have designed an input box, and on change here we are calling a function on filter text change, and here we are setting the current value to say quick filter. Okay, so now it's time to design our component. So let's break the line and wrap this input component with the div. Okay, now here let's come and give a styling, and let's call it as search div a style. So search div a style. Okay, so this doesn't exist, so let's create at the top here this variable. Okay, so here const. Okay, and here we need to define two things. So let's define first of all background color. Okay, so background color, and let's call it as green as of now, and let's define padding as well. So padding, give value as a 10. Now save it and come back here. So you can see here we have a green effect there, and here we have padding of 10. So do right click, go to the inspect mode, and from here select this component so we can choose a better color. Okay, so we will make like this. Okay, it looks good, so let's copy this one. Okay, and here come back and replace this green with this new color. So now if I am going there, I will get this color. Okay, so now what we will do is here we will add a styling to our input as well. So here I will call it as a style search a style. Okay, so this variable doesn't exist, so let's create here search a style, and now here first of all let's give width equal to 100%. Okay, so width, and here we can say 100%. Now save it and come back here. Okay, so now you can see it's taking whole width from here to there. Okay, so now let's set the padding here as well. So comma padding, and here from the top I want 10 pixel, and from the side I will be giving 20 pixel. Okay, now here let's save it and come to the UI. Now you can see this is how our input box looking like. Okay, now let's round off the corner of this. So here we will provide another one property that is called border radius. Okay, so border radius, and let's provide this value as a 20. Now save it and come back here. So you will get here rounding effect as you can see here. Okay, but here you might have noticed this, after clicking I am getting this outline. So for that what we have to do is we need to add another one property, and that is outline, and set this property value as a 0. Now save it and come back, so we will not get that outline anymore. Okay, so now let's set a border to this color. Okay, so here we will call it as border, and here this is gonna to take three properties. So width 2 pixel, and the color, so let's call it as red, and the next is the type, a style, so I will call it as solid. Now save it, come back here. Okay, so now you can see this border is in red color. So if you want to change, here select this one, select this input box, and here you will get the styling. Okay, so from here select your favorite color, which one you like. Okay, so I selected this color and I will replace this color here. Okay, now you can see we are getting this one, and the filter is working fine. Okay, so here as you can see, whatever we are typing, it's looking too small. So let's increase the font size of this input box. So here in this style, I will add another one property, and that is font size, and I will call it as 100%. Now save it and come back here. Okay, so now you can see this is the bigger little bit. Okay, so here let me type something, so it's getting search and it looks really good. Okay, what are the things we have done is, so we have wrapped our input in a div, and we have given property or a styling to this div, and that is here background color and padding. Okay, and here after that we have styled our input box as well. So here the first property I have defined with 100%, that means it is gonna to take wall width, and this is the padding. So from top, and this is from the side, it top and down, and this is from the left and right, it will take this much of padding. And this is the border radius to rounding the corner. Okay, and here this outline on hover over or on click, here I am setting this 0, so we will not get those borders. And here I am changing the border color what it's looking here. Okay, so here at last I am increasing the font size, so I am setting here this is to 100%. So in this video we have seen how to implement a quick filter in EdgeGrid and how to design a search component. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment section. Do like, share and subscribe. See you in next video. Thanks for watching.